shortcut for writing extremely large or small values, lots of zeros. And then we're going to draw a diagram of the rules for proper scientific notation. So we have this expression, 2.3 times 10 to the 5th power, and this is written in proper scientific notation. Yes?
I don't know the answer to that.
There's no answer. It's just we're gonna talk about why this is proper scientific notation. We'll get to converting tomorrow, and then I'll definitely ask for your help. Yes?
Will we use this in science this year?
I don't know.
Will we use it in science?
I don't know, but it's a math standard this year.
I think we will.
I don't know if you guys use it with Miss Decker. Yes.
We're going into.
So, for example, like you have a number that's like 10,111. When you put in the scientific notation, how would it be like?
Yeah, we'll get to that because that would not be a good use of your time to do scientific notation. So we'll get to like when you use it and when you don't. Okay, great question, Lorraine. Okay, so the first thing I want you to notice is that you can only have a single digit in front of the decimal. Not 0. Okay, so proper scientific notation, you only have one digit and then a decimal point and then whatever else you need after that.
So can you do it with more, or is it only one?
Just one digit in front of the decimal for proper scientific notation. And that digit cannot be a 0. It has to be a number 1 through 9. Okay, our second rule is that you are always multiplying by a base of 10. Remember, multiplying by a base of 10, you're either, depending on the exponent, if it's a positive, you're multiplying by 10. If it's a negative, you're dividing by 10. But this part of the scientific notation form is always going to be a base of 10. And then the exponent is always going to be an integer, which is a positive or negative whole number. You're not going to have fractions as your exponent. You're not going to have percents. You're not going to have decimals. So those are the rules for proper scientific notation.
Are we going to use like scientific calculators and stuff?
Not in here. You'll use them in algebra next year.
Wait, that was algebra.
I mean, let me correct that. You use the Desmos scientific one, but we're not doing like scientific notation on it. Yes?
Can you have, like, this isn't at all related to this, but can you have an exponent that is decimal? Like,
You can, but just not for scientific notation, right? Okay, so these are the rules. Single digit, base of 10, positive or negative whole number only as the exponent. Please stop. So now we're going to evaluate some values. We're going to look at some values.
Shut your little doofus up.
Let's stop. So I'm going to write an expression. Please stop. I'm going to write an expression and we're going to decide, yes, is it in proper scientific notation, or no, it's breaking a rule. So when we look at number 1, 5.9 times 10 to the 7th. So go ahead and write that down. And then I would like a volunteer to tell me, is this in proper scientific notation? Does it meet all the rules and requirements? Xavier?
It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has a single digit in front of the decimal, it has a base of 10, and it has a positive or negative whole number as the exponent. How about 3.62 times 10 to the negative 8? Alexia?
No.
What rule is it breaking? It can be negative, so it actually is okay. It can be a positive or negative whole number, right? So that's it can't be a fraction, right? So this is in proper scientific notation, right? This would tell me to continuously divide by 10 8 times, and that's why the decimal shifts to the left, because it keeps making it smaller and smaller, okay? But that's a very common mistake. That's why we're going over these. How about this one? 0.9 times 10 to the 4th. Lorraine?
No,
Why not?
because you can only have it as a single digit,
Mhm.
and decimal not a 0.
Perfect. So this is a no. Cannot be 0.
When we answer these on like a test, do we have to put yes or no with the aggressive
Yeah, that's how I prefer it.
Actually,
Lots of emotion. No, you don't have. Okay, Xavier, yes or no?
Yeah, no.
Why not?
There's 2 in front of the decimal.
Cannot have 2 digits.
Xavier, you gotta be more.
Yes. No.
Yay!
The answer was no though.
The answer was no.
Sorry. For real. Squiggly's on.
Major mistake.
Oh my goodness.
I actually knew this one.
CJ?
It's no because the base has to be 10.
Correct.
Good job.
What do you think of that? That's actually you need it.
Okay. So that's all we're going to do today. We just make sure we know those rules so we don't get caught up in that later. Single digit before the decimal, cannot be 0, base of 10, positive or negative whole number as the exponent. Okay. Put this in the back of semester 1, please.
Grab her phone.